to another episode of Comic Book Reviews. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. Hey comic book fans, Kevin Given, comic book reviewer for Comics for Sinners and Comic Crusaders, back with you once again. And today on Comic Book Reviews, we're going to review Supergirl, number 32, and Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil, number 3. Let's start with Red Sonja. This issue opens with our anti-hero showing signs of regret for taking on the mission upon which she is about to embark. Shoshana also has her doubts, but her father insists that she goes along. They'll also need a ship, but when the person they acquired a ship from realizes who the passengers are, he tries to raise the price of renting the vessel, a situation which Sonja remedies for our stalwart warriors. It's an exciting introduction that more than defines our female champion. Looking at the creative team, Luke Lieberman brings out the best and worst of Red Sonja in the opening pages of this chapter. Her toughness, impatience, and no-nonsense attitude shine forth, helping define her abrasive personality. I'm really enjoying this take on our female anti-hero, and her new mission seems to be a bloodthirsty one with gruesome consequences that will resonate throughout the land. This tale takes us to the capital city of Quaris, Kaldor. Hence, we meet another antagonist that revels in using religion as a fear tactic, controlling the land with an iron fist in so doing. It's a good issue that draws us into Sonja's plight as she boldly goes on a quest she didn't count on joining. Her reluctance is what keeps us turning each page as we wonder what she'll face next and if she'll continue on despite her misgivings. Great stuff includes Red Sonja confronting the owner of the boat they acquire and the presence of a stowaway on board which turns the mission on its heels. Sergio Davila brings the Hyborian age to life within the pages of this fine tale. The friction between our protagonists is plain to see through his fine renderings, and the villain of the piece is downright terrifying, as he should be. These characters show a distinction with this artist, as we haven't seen before. Highlights include the splash page with the octopus and the final splash page. In conclusion, this issue sees a friendship strained between Red Sonja and Ozias. Tensions rise as Ozias misjudges their enemy's intentions, and we see our heroes falter. Will this affect their quest? A mission Sonja wanted no part of in the first place plays out in ways that she couldn't have predicted. Can their friendship be restored, or will they remain enemies? To be continued. 4 stars, 9.2 rating from this comic book reviewer. Red Sonja comics published by Dynamite. Now let's look at Supergirl, number 32, published by DC Comics, of course. This issue opens with a big exposition drop as Superboy tries to get his facts straight from Supergirl. As we follow along, we learn that Gandela wants to kill Supergirl just because of her Kryptonian heritage. And now our heroes have come face to face with this alien hater. Gandela is delighted that Kara brought Jor-El's grandson along, as he views it as killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Looking at the creative team, Mark Andreyko turns up the weird factor as this duo of steel faces some of the strangest creatures they've ever faced from the strange planet of Gandelo. His mastery over his own world shows just how much a fish out of water Supergirl is when she confronts this intergalactic murderer. The cretin manipulates her in the worst ways. What makes this book fun is the unpredictability of the antagonist's moves when our heroes try to fight him. The author keeps us guessing on every page. Great stuff includes the introduction of a surprise character and the ultimate fate of Gandelo. Kevin Maguire brings a certain zip to this tale and keeps the excitement flowing from panel to panel. The creatures he creates for the throne world of the Trillium Collective are strange and comedic at the same time. The cousins L are illustrated well, and we see their no-nonsense attitude shine forth, as they've just about had enough from this antagonist. Highlights include the opening splash, with our heroes looking down on the planet and the creation of these strange life forms. In conclusion, the pacing is the strength of this issue. It's an easy read that works well as, other than page 1, we're not bogged down with exposition. We're treated to different threats that our heroes, despite their powers, do not have an easy time taking down. The strange goings-on of this world are something that neither of them is prepared for. It makes for a competent chapter in a strange story that we weren't ready for. What happens to the antagonist is a shock as... no spoilers. To be continued. 3 stars, 8.2 rating from this comic book reviewer. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. And that was our look at comic book reviews for this week. Until next time, this is Kevin Gibbons saying so long and keep reading those comics.